Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Yeah. Do you want to sing that? Okay. Whatever you eat them. Okay.
My daughter.
Yeah, you want to hold it?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaur Premanande. Oh, Lali, lovely kirtan. Is there a Bhakta mic somewhere?
Hare Krishna. So we welcome you all for today's program. We have among us His Grace Dina Bandhu Prabhu. I guess all of you know him, but I'll still give a short introduction. His Grace Dina Bandhu Prabhu is a disciple of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada,
Trying to be.
who joined the movement in 1969. He's from Los Angeles, California. In 1970, he got initiated in Los Angeles. And then he opened the first temple in Dallas. He was the president of Portland Temple from 1972 to 78. 1980, he went to Colombia, where he preached in Spanish language. Prabhuji speaks Spanish, along with Hindi. 1984, Prabhuji went to visit Vrindavan, and then he stayed there. And for last 41 years, he has been a resident of Sri Vrindavan Dham. In 1986, he was appointed as the president of Krishna Balaram Temple, and he did the service for almost 4 years. And 1988, Baba Madhav Das approached him to take over the restoration project of Vrindakund Temple. And eventually, I think in 2003, the temple was built and Vrindadevi's deity was installed, which Prabhuji maintained that temple for more than 30 years. And of course, everybody knows that whoever comes to Vrindavan, Prabhuji takes them on parikrama. He's a parikrama guru. And amongst various other projects, he was involved in Baba Sanatana Goswami's Samadhi renovation and many other things. So today we are very fortunate to have him here. Let's welcome him by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
इसके Dinabandhu Prabhu की, Shri Prabhupada की.
Jai. Hare Krishna. So we're very, very happy to be here in the Naperville area and be here with all the wonderful devotees of Naperville and to be here. You have some deities here? Oh, they're hiding, huh? Who's there? Radha Shyam Sundar, all right. We're at the lotus feet of Radha Shyam Sundar. And Gornita, are you there? Pancha Tattva. Oh, to be at the lotus feet of Pancha Tattva, to be at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada, and be here with all the wonderful devotees of Naperville area. Hare Krishna. So we're going to take you to Vrindavan without ticket, no visa, no security check. And just to take you to Vrindavan, we have a very beautiful song by Srila Rupa Goswami. Probably everybody knows, but if you have your devices, first of all, you can put them all on a silent, because these little babies have a habit of crying in the middle of the katha. And we can look up Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Oh. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mohite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mohite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Damodara-rati Vardhana Veshe Harini Skuta Vrinda Vipineshe. Vrinda Vipineshe. Damodara-rati Vardhana Veshe Harini Skuta Vrinda Vipineshe. Bolo Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Vrishabhanudadi Navashashileke Lalita Sakhi Guna Ramita Vishake. Vrishabhanudadi Navashashileke Lalita Sakhi Guna Ramita Vishake. Bolo Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Bolo Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Karunam Karumai Karunabharite Sanaka Sanatana Bharnita Charite Karunam Karumai Karunabharite Sanaka Sanatana Bharnita Charite Karunam Karumai Karunabharite Sanaka Sanatana Bharnita Charite Ram Karu Sanaka Sanatana Bharnita Charite Bolo Radhi Jaya Jaya Madhava Jayate Gokula Taruni Mandala Mohite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Jayate Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Shah. So this is a very beautiful song by Sri Rupa Goswami glorifying Srimati Radharani. And he says, Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Daite means the beloved. All glories to Radharani, the beloved of Madhav. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mohite. Taruni means young girls. So Gokula Tarani, all the young girls, the mandala, the whole group of young girls of Gokul, Gokula Tarani Mandala, Mahite. Even they are, even young girls are glorifying Srimati Radharani. She's so beautiful. And in one cassette, in talking about this song, one recording, talking about this song, Srila Prabhupada says, so Rupa Goswami, he's a great big scholar. He knows Sanskrit, he knows Persian, he knows Hindi, he knows Bengali, he knows so many languages, he's very learned. And so why he's writing a song about a young girl? But he's not writing about ordinary girl. We should kick out any mundane idea in our brain. Because last verse says, Sanaka Sanatana Bharnita Charite. Sanak Sanatan, they're representing the four Kumaras. So the four Kumaras, we know, they've been brahmachari since the very beginning of the universe. Bharnita Charite, just like we know Chaitanya Charitamrita. Even they are glorifying the character of Srimati Radharani. So we have to kick out all mundane ideas. Just like Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj has kept, I believe it's verse number 4 in his Chaitanya Charitamrita. Radha Bhava Duti Suvalita. What is it? Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikatir Ladini Shakti Rasman Ekatmanava Pi Bhuvi Para Deha Bedam Gatoto Chaitanya Kyam Aduna Tadvayam Chaikyam Aptam Radha Bhava Duti Suvalitam Nomi Krishna Sarupam. He says, Radha Krishna Pranaya. Pranaya means pastimes between young boys and young girls. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikachir. Ladini Shakti Rasman. But that of Radha and Krishna, it is manifestation of Ladini Shakti, nothing mundane. Ladini Shakti Asman. In fact, now he tells something very confidential. Ek atmana vapi bhuvi para deha bedam garoto. Ek atmana vapi. Pi is a very tiny Sanskrit word. Api. But if you put it on the end of any other word, that previous word becomes very heavy. So it is certainly one soul. Ek atmanavapi. Deha bedam. We know Deha, right? What is that verse in Bhagavad Gita? Dehinosminnita dehe komaram jovanam jara tatra dehantara prapti dhiras tatra namuyati. So Deha means body. So Deha Bedam, just like we're studying the Chintya Beda Bed Tattva, that they have divided in two forms. Ekatma, but two forms. And somebody can ask, Prabhupada asks, that when, Gatoto, since beginning of time, nobody can say. Then he tells some nice confidential thing. Radha Bhavaduti Suvalitam Nomi Krishna Sarupam. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's Krishna himself. Radha Bhavaduti Sumalitam Nomi Krishna Sarupam. That he has taken the bhav and the duty. Duty means luster. Duty means luster. He has taken the bhav and luster of Srimati Radharani, but he's Krishna himself. Nomi Krishna Sarupam. So by his Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, one day we'll understand, maybe 50,000 lifetimes from now, we'll be able to understand all these deep truths of Vaishnava philosophy. Hare Krishna. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chaksurun Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manubhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamaya Dadati Svaparandikam Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Manchakalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patidanam Bhavanevyo Vaishnavevyo Namo Namaha. So I was thinking we'll go to Gokul today. So I was thinking of one pastime of Srila Prabhupada in Gokul. So I believe it was November of probably 1971 or 72, I can't remember now, probably 71. There was big Pandal program in Delhi, Ram Leela grounds in Delhi. Then Prabhupada took all the devotees to Vrindavan. This is the first time that he had taken a whole group of devotees to Vrindavan. And Prabhupada personally was taking the devotees around on Brikama. So we're trying in our tiny way to follow in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada. So one day they went to Gokul. And there's a beautiful place in Gokul called Brahmandagat. Just by hearing the word Brahmand, you can get some idea what pastime happened here. Because Brahmand means universe. Krishna showed the whole universe in his mouth. So you can see that if you ever watched your ever well-wisher video, you can see Prabhupada is standing there, he's talking. His eyes get very big. Krishna saw the whole universe. Maya saw the whole universe. And Prabhupada's eyes get very big. Then the next scene, the scene is not there, but those devotees who were there, they told me what happened. Prabhupada went down the steps. There's a ghat there. Now government is fixed. They made 2 more ghats and fixed it all up with beautiful little chhatris and very nice arrangements they've made. While everybody was locked down, they were fixing up the whole of Braj. So, but anyway, that original ghat is there. Prabhupada walked down. He touched the water. This is end of November. So it means it's already starting to get very cold. So he touched the water. He says, "It is too cold for old man like me. But you will all go in." So all the devotees jumped in the water and they're having a grand old time. Then in the film, next thing you see, Prabhupada is sitting with his dear godbrother O.B.L. Kapoor, Adi Keshav Das, and suddenly Prabhupada is saying, he's saying something you can't see in the video, he's just shaking his head, and Prabhupada saw all the devotees are having so much fun in the water of Jamuna, he said, why not? He told O.B.L. Kapoor, why not? I should go also. So next thing we see, our dear departed godbrother Shri Dakshay Vishnu is taking Prabhupada by the hand, leading him down the steps, and Prabhupada goes into the water, and in true Indian style, he grabs his nose and ping, 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 dunks himself 3 times, and then washing like this. So this is at Brahmanda Ghat. If you ever have a chance to go to Brahmanda Ghat, then when you see this ghat, the next time you see the film, then you'll recognize everything there. There's a big area sticking out into the Jamuna like this. So there's this big wall there, and Prabhupada is going down the steps, and you'll remember this place. This is where Prabhupada took bath in the Jamuna with all the devotees. Srila Prabhupada ki. So not far from Gokul, there's a place called Raval. Just on the edge of Gokul. Because Nanda and Vrishabhanu were very dear friends. So they had their kingdoms just nearby, adjacent to each other. Maharaj Nanda was in Gokul, and Vrishabhanu Maharaj was in Raval. So, but to understand about the appearance of Srimati Radharani, we're going to have to go all the way back thousands and thousands of years. There was one very, very handsome prince named Sucharu. And there was a very, very beautiful princess named Kalavati. We have any Kalavati in our community? Somewhere I met one. I can't remember if it was here or Detroit. But we met one Kalavati. So there was a very beautiful princess named Kalavati. And their parents, seeing their matching qualities, arranged very, very opulent wedding together. With great pomp and ceremony. And Sucharu and Kalavati were wed. And then after the wedding, very astonishing, they went to the forest, where you'd only find dry leaves and dry grass to sleep on, and only berries that monkeys eat to take as food. And this was totally astonishing. Because as soon as we're married, we're thinking, oh, no more sleeping on the mat in the ashram. Now I get a nice soft bed. And no more temple prasadam. Now we get puris and sweet rice and halava, paneer sabji every day. But they were sleeping on dry grass and dry leaves and eating berries only monkeys eat. This was so astonishing. And they did these austerities for many hundreds of years. Finally, Lord Brahma descended and asked them, what is it that they desired? And they told him that we want to get Srimati Lakshmiji, the consort of Lord Vishnu, as our daughter, in order to render service to her in that way. And Brahma was so surprised. Wah. Ordinarily, when it comes time to ask for the benediction after the austerities, everybody's got a big long list. I want this and this and this and this. And I want 90 days credit for the next austerity. I want this and this and this. But they were asking for service. So Brahma was very surprised. He said, wah. Not just Lakshmiji, we will give you Maha Lakshmi. Srimati Radharani, the consort of Brijanananda and Sam Sundar, she will become your daughter. So in this way, in their next incarnations, they appeared as Vrishabhanu and Kirtida. So, and again, they were married together. And somehow mysteriously they were always hankering to have a daughter. But no daughter was coming. They had one son, Sridham. Sridham's the older brother of Srimati Radharani. But no daughter was coming. Now, to understand about the appearance of Srimati Radharani, now we're going to have to go all the way up to the Golok Dham. One day in Golok Dham, if we can talk about days in eternal time, Krishna Chandra, he said to Srimati Radhika, on the earth, the Dwapar Yuga is coming to an end. So we will go there and display our wonderful pastimes on the earth. And Radharani said, Vrindavanam nasti, na yatra Vrindavana nasti, na yatra Jamuna nadi, na yatra Govardhan nasti, na tatra mama mansukam. He said, where there's no Vrindavan, where there's no Jamuna, where there's no Govardhan, wahan mera man nahi lagti. I will not feel happy in such a place. And Krishna Chandra said, hey Radhe, just see, Vrindavan has already gone to the earth. Jamuna has already gone to the earth. Giriraj has already gone to the earth. When she looked down on that dark material world, and she saw this beautiful, glowing, golden Brajadam was already there. And just like a blue ribbon cutting through that Brajadam, Jamuna was flowing there. And standing very high and proud was Giriraj. So Radharani said, all right, I will go there. But I don't want to see anyone or anything until I see your Mukha Chandra, your moon-like face. So one day, it had just happened to be the 8th day of the bright half of the month of Bhadra. Just happened to be the 8th day of the dark half of the month of Bhadra. Or maybe it was bright half of the month of Bhadra. So, that time, Brisabhanu, he got up early in the morning before Mangalartik, like all of us. He went to take his bath in the Jamuna. When he came down to the Jamuna, he saw something was shining there in the waters of Jamuna. As he got closer, he saw there was a beautiful golden lotus shining in the waters of Jamuna. As he got even closer, he saw there was a beautiful golden baby girl resting in the corolla of that lotus. But Bhadra means that second month of rainy season, just like we're in the month of Shravan. This is the first month. So Bhadra means it's the second month of rainy season. The current of Jamuna was very heavy. He couldn't reach to that lotus flower. At that time, Lord Brahma descended on his swan airplane. And he took that baby girl from the lotus flower and he reminded Brisabhanu of his previous benediction. And he gave that beautiful baby girl into the arms of Brisabhanu. And Brisabhanu, he ran to the palace. Oh Devi, oh Devi, oh Devi. We've got our daughter, we've got our daughter. And Kirtida Maharani came running. And she took that little child from the arms of Brisabhanu and just held her close to her breasts. And she was feeling, oh, she's so soft like butter and so beautiful golden color like a champaka flower. And so beautiful lines in her hands and feet. So they both of them, they admired the beauty of this child, but they saw one thing. Her eyes were sealed shut. She was totally blind. Because she had taken benediction. I don't want to see anyone or anything in that dark material world till I can see your Mukha Chandra, your moon-like face. She was totally blind. But they thought, anyway, she's so beautiful. Huh? Blind daughter better than no daughter. Meanwhile, Narad Muni was nearby, and he had his brand new iPhone 17, loaded up with his astrology program. And he was calculating that this is a time and this is a place where that Ladini Shakti of Lord Krishna should appear on the earth. So he began wandering hither and thither, trying to find out where Radharani has appeared. And he came to the palace of Brisabhanu Maharaj, there in Raval. And he knocked on the door. The doorman came, he opened the door, he saw Narad Muni is there. He ran to Brisabhanu Maharaj. He said, Narad Muni has come. And Brisabhanu, the king, he personally came to the door to receive Narad Muni. Oh, Munivar, Padariye, please come. He sat him on his very own throne. Oh, Munivar, Birajye. Then he sat down at the lotus feet of his own throne, and he washed the lotus feet of Narad Muni, sprinkled on himself and on everyone there. And he sat at the very feet of his own throne. And he said, Munivar, any seva for me? You have any service? And Narad Muni says, yes, you have any issue? You have any child? And Brisabhanu says, yes, I have one son. Narad Muni said, one son? Ha Maharaj, I have one son. One son? Ha Maharaj. One son? Ha Maharaj, I have one son. All right, you bring that son. So they brought Sridham before Narad Muni. And Narad Muni gave all his blessings on Sridham. He said, this is not ordinary child. He's a very dear friend of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You have to take very, very good care of him. And then Narad Muni got up to leave. But Brisabhanu, he saw some disappointment is there in Radharani, in Narad Muni's face. Because Prabhupada says, mind, face is the index of the mind. So we got to the door. Brisabhanu Maharaj said, Tero Maharaj, wait, Maharaj. Kya? Tuni jhoot bola? You told a lie? Are Maharaj, I have one daughter, but she was blind, so I was feeling embarrassed to show her to you. You have one daughter? Oh, Narad Muni, he went and sat back down on the throne. Oh, yes, you bring that one, So Brisabhanu, he brought Srimati Radharani. And Narad Muni, he knows who this is. He went into ecstasy for a long time, completely in trance. When he finally came out of that trance, he told Brisabhanu, I know how to cure this blindness. You have to make a feast with this and this and this and this. And he gave all complicated preparations. You won't find the ingredients around the house. You'll have to go to the market. You'll have to go to the bazaar. You'll have to go to the fields to collect all these things. He said, and you invite Nanda and Yasoda, and you feed them very nicely, and this blindness will be cured. So then Narad Muni, he took his leave, he playing on his veena. Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman. So he left, and everyone looked at that big long list. They said, these things aren't around the house. We'll have to go to the market. We'll have to go to the bazaar. We'll have to go to the fields. And everyone ran hither. Oh, excuse me, we didn't leave yet. This is when he leaves. Then they all ran to the fields and to the bazaar, to the market to collect everything and send a messenger to Nanda Maharaj to come. So now, see how clever, Narad Muni is very clever. Now he's alone with Srimati Radharani. He offered so many beautiful prayers to her. He offered so many beautiful prayers. And Narad Muni and Radharani, she smiled. I said, what is it you desire? He said, Bas, I want to see your form as a beautiful 14-year-old girl. I want to see that beautiful gopi form. So before the eyes of Narad Muni, Radharani manifested this beautiful 14-year-old Nitya Kishori Roop before the eyes of Narad Muni. Narad Muni, now he really went into ecstasy. And then he paid his obeisances and went on his way. Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman, Radhika Raman. Then everybody started the cooking. They sent the messenger to Yasoda and Nanda and Yasoda. And finally, Nanda and Yasoda, they came, and Yasoda had Krishna under her arm. He was born. Because this is the bright half of the month of Bhadra. Krishna appeared 1 year and 15 days before on the dark half of the month of Bhadra. After this month, Shravan ends, the next month is Bhadra, and on the Krishna Pad Ashtami, Krishnastami day, that's when Krishna appeared. And on the bright half, 1 year and 15 days later, then Sri Krishna appeared. So he was a little over 1 year old. So they took darshan of Srimati Radharani, and they saw she was so beautiful, so soft, golden color, and so sweet, and so exquisitely beautiful. And then Yasoda said, doesn't matter that she's blind. She's so beautiful. It's nice. Then Yasoda and Kirtida, they sat down to do their gossipings. And Nanda and Vrishabhanu sat down to do their talkings. Meanwhile, Krishna, he was 1 year old, so he was crawling here and there and here and there. And he saw this beautiful basket. So he crawled over to that beautiful basket. And there was this beautiful black blanket coming out either side. We call, in Brajvasa, we call Kali Kamri. Actually, pure Vishva, Kari Kamri. Kali Kamli, Kari Kamli. Pure Vishvasa, because they mix R's and L's around. And he grabbed over to the edge of that basket, and he peeked inside. Now you've seen how Mother Yasoda, she paints all these beautiful drawings on Krishna's face with chandan and keshar and kapur. So that divine fragrance enters into the sesame seed flower-like nose of Srimati Radharani. Our Goswamis always describe Radharani's nose just as beautiful as a sesame flower. 1 year on Braj Prikrama, we were going to Raval, and the field was all filled, because Kartik time is when the sesame trees are flowering. So we saw the flowers of the sesame there on the bushes. And I picked one and I looked at it. It didn't look like a nose. It was very beautiful, but anyway. And next year we came through the same field, and instead of picking the flower, I saw it on the plant. It was sitting there like that, and one petal came down and just went bloop. Turned up at the end like that, and other petal came down bloop, like this. And I saw, oh, this is the idea. Radharani's nose just as beautiful as a sesame flower. Til Pushpa. So that divine fragrance entered into Radharani's Til Pushpa-like nose. Now she knows that Mukha Chandra, Brajendra Chandra, Sam Sundar is right in front of my face. Now we're amne-samne, face to face. So she opened her beautiful lotus petal eyes wide to see Krishna. And so much love was flowing between those eyes. So much love was flowing between those eyes. So much love was flowing between those eyes, you can almost put your finger in it and taste it. And both the children began to laugh and giggle. And that laughter distracted the minds of the parents. They turned and they looked and they saw Radharani's beautiful lotus petal eyes were staring with so much love into the beautiful lotus petal eyes of Krishna Chandra. And everyone was thinking, oh, this Nard Muni, he's so clever. He cured this blindness. Srimati Radharani ki jai. So later when Nanda Baba moved from Gokul to Nandagam, actually first they stayed at Chatikara, and Brisabhanu made his kingdom just up the road from Chatigara, quite a ways. There's a village called, well now they call it Basati, but those days it was called Basanti. A very sweet little village, and there Brisabhanu had his capital. And then when Nanda Maharaj moved to Nandagam, then he moved to Barsana. Again, they had their kingdoms side by side. And we described the other day how after the twin Arjuntis came crashing down, then the cowherd men, they all decided that they should move to Vrindavan, because this place is not safe. The Putana came, Shakatashura came, and the Trinarvat came, and now these twin Arjun trees came crashing down. Somehow by the grace of the Almighty Lord, the trees fell on either side of Krishna and he was saved. But we should not stay here, it's inauspicious. So they packed all their belongings into their Toyota vans. No, they had beautiful bullock carts. Yes, bullock carts. And the bullock carts had beautiful embroidered canopies over them, with pastel-colored flags, with gold and silver trim blowing in the wind, and laces of pearls around the edges of the canopies. And all the women and children were sitting on the bullock carts. The men were walking around with their bows and arrows. And then all around, Nanda Baba alone had 9 lakhs of cows. It just looked like the ocean of milk surrounding all the bullock carts. And as they went over the hills, it looked like the waves in the ocean of milk. And Krishna was sitting in the lap of Mother Yasoda, and Baldev was sitting in the lap of Mother Rohini. And Krishna was asking so many questions to his Mother Yasoda. All of a sudden he said, oh Maya, what's this tree what's got a beard? What's this tree what's got a beard? Ye kanki peher jiske dadi hai Maya. Ye kanki peher jiske dadi hai Maya. And Mother Yasoda looked and said, oh Lala, this is banyan tree. You've seen the banyan tree with so many roots hanging down just like beard. In fact, in Sanskrit, we call bhat or vargat. In Sanskrit and Hindi, we call bhat, or just like Bamsi Bhat. Everybody's heard of Bamsi Bhat. So, how did it become banyan? One time I was in Bangladesh in Sylhet. We have a beautiful temple there in Sylhet, and it was Gaur Purnima. So we stayed there for a few days. On the shelf, they had a big, thick book like this, all about South Asian trees. So there I was looking, and it described that actually during British times, all the Britishers saw that all the merchants kept their shops and their little push carts in the shade of this type of tree. So in ISKCON we know the merchant class of people are called Vaishyas, right? But in India, what do we say? Baniya. So the British used to say, this is the Baniya tree. So slowly became banyan tree. They went a little further, and Lala said, Are Maya, what kind of tree is this? What's leaf has got a tail? What kind of tree is this? What's leaf has got a tail? Ye kanki per, jiska patiki punche Maya. Ye kanki per, jiska patiki punche Maya. And Mother Yasoda looked and said, Oh Lala, this is people tree. Just like in front of Prabhupada's Samadhi in Vrindavan, we have this enormous people tree. And the leaves are shaped just like a heart, and then come down to a little punch, a little tail. So Maya Yasoda said, Oh Lala, this is people tree. And people trees and banyan trees are very special. Because we learned in our botany class that the trees, they give off oxygen in the daytime and at nighttime. But banyan trees and people trees give off oxygen 24/7. They're very special trees for the environment. You always see the yogis sitting under these trees. Because they're very special. Then he went a little further. They were going a little further. And he said, Oh Maya, what kind of yellow fruit is this on this tree? What kind of yellow fruit is this on the tree? And Mother Yasoda looked and said, Oh Lala, this is the badri fruit. This is the badri tree. In Hindi we say bear. In Bengali we say cool. And I don't know in South India if you have this fruit or not. It seems to enjoy the dry climate of Braj. Anyway, mostly we call it bear. So Maya Yasoda said, Oh Lala, this is the badri tree. In fact, that beautiful ashram, Badrik ashram, is named after this tree. Because Lord Vishnu, he was performing Narayan, he was sitting there performing penances and austerities in the rain and the heat and the wind. So Mother Lakshmi appeared there as a badri tree to give shelter to him. Because she was a very chaste wife. In fact, she's so chaste that she's serving her husband in this way that he became known by her name. We say Badri Nath. He became known by her name. Badri Nath. So Lala, this is a badri fruit. Then he heard some sound. I don't think I can do it today. We'll try. Because last year we had some problem called Bell's palsy. This whole side of my face froze. So those looking nice, I still can't make the sound of the kokila anymore. But anyway. Maybe you heard it in Mayapur, because Mayapur gets warmer before Vrindavan gets warms up. So when you're in Mayapur, you hear them hiding in the Gokul trees. Oh Maya, what's this noise? Oh Lala, this is a kokila. We call koil, but in Brishvasa is called kokila. So then they heard some other sound. And Lala said, Oh Maya, what's that sound? What's that sound, Maya? Mother Yasoda listened. He said, Oh Lala, this is the peacock. And our acharyas explained the peacock is calling, Keka, 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 K Radha, Ka Krishna. The peacock is calling Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna. And in Brishbhasi, they say the peacocks are calling, Megao, Megao, Megao. Because they start singing when it's very, very nice and cool, only 45, 50 degrees. What does that mean? 120 to 130 degrees. So they're all crying, Megao, Megao. Meg, of course, means clouds. So they're calling for the clouds to come. It's too hot. Megao, Megao. And my very dear friend Achyuta Prabhu, who lives now in Alatra, he was the one who finished the construction on Prabhupada's Samadhi in Vrindavan. And he's from a special place in America. He says all the peacocks are calling, New York! New York! New York! But Rupa Goswami explains there's a deeper meaning. The peacock is calling, K means who. Just like Sanatana Goswami, he met Mahaprabhu in Benares, and he told him that everybody thinks I'm a very learned Pandit, but I don't know K ami, who am I? And why these these threefold miseries are bothering me. So K means who. So what is the question? So who is there who can possibly reciprocate with this great ocean of rasa that is Rasa Sri Krishna? And the answer is coming, Ka. It is only she, Sri Radha, with her ocean of Mahabhav. She can reciprocate with this Rasa Sri Krishna. And we know when the Rasa Raj and the Mahabhav join together, that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in this way, all the bullock carts, just like a celestial stream, were flowing down to the Jamuna. It looked like a very extraordinary celestial river was joining in Sangam with Jamuna. And when they got to the banks of the river, they unhooked all of the bullocks from the carts, and they began to float the carts across the river. And the bullocks, they were huffing and puffing. All spray was coming from their noses, and the waves of Jamuna were lapping against their big humps on their back. And the cowherdmen, they took the calves on their shoulders, and they were walking across, and the mother cows were coming behind. Moo! Moo! In this way, they crossed across the Jamuna, and then they went a little bit behind where Krishna Balaram Mandir is, and they came to Chatikar. When you turn off down the road, the Bhaktivedanta Swami Marg, very special. That's how you enter Vrindavan, is by the Bhaktivedanta Swami Marg. And that's how we'll get to Vrindavan, because we'll follow the path set out by Srila Prabhupada. So by Bhaktivedanta Swami Marg, it's very auspicious that way. We enter into Vrindavan. So that place is called Chatikar, because they put all their shakats, all their bullock carts around in a circle. So gradually it became corrupted to Chatikara. They made all the shakatas in a circle. And in the morning, the ladies began milking the cows and churning the butter. Brrr, brrr, ching, ching, brrr, brrr, and everything. And they stayed there in Chatikara for some time before they moved to Nandagam. So these are some of the wonderful pastimes of Radha and Krishna. And if you go to Brahmandagat, you'll see there's a very beautiful deity there of Brahman Vihari. And you'll see so many, there must be 5 or 6, some small, some big Laddu Gopals there on the altar. And this beautiful deity of Brahman Vihari. This is a place where Krishna showed the whole universe within his mouth, the Mother Yasoda. And there used to be an old Mahant who lived there, who was Mahant of that place, old sadhu, named Madan Mohan. And he had no idea when he was born. Still, I have met people in Bharat who don't have any idea what their actual birthday was. He doesn't know what year he was born, but he estimated that he was over 100 years old. And the same year that Srila Prabhupada left in 1996, then his name was Madan Mohan Baba. He also left this world. But even though he was 100 years old, I would come there, I would go to touch his feet. He was so nimble. He would get down and touch my feet first. I was so embarrassed. Even though he's 100 years old, he would come immediately. And so you'll see to the left of the altar, there's a beautiful deity of Madan Mohan Baba. And then you can circumambulate around the temple there, and They're just on the side of the temple. There's a very special tree called kini. And kini, in the rainy season, it gets these little oblong yellow fruits. They're very, very sweet. And the Brijvasi say about this tree, "Bap lagayega, beta khayega." Bap lagayega, beta khayega. The father will plant it, the children will eat it, because it takes 40 years before it gives fruit. So bap lagayega, beta khayega. And then behind they have so many beautiful cows there. And my very dear friend, what's his name? Sudama Baba. I always run into him at Kumbh Mela also. But he's taking care of this temple and taking care of these nice, big, fat Brijvasi cows. Somehow in Gokul, we don't see so many buffaloes as we see cows. And he has a nice collection. He's always trying to collect. It's very auspicious, especially in the month of Kartik, to give a donation for the cows. So we always collect some donation for his cows. And he's lame. He always has a stick and his leg is bad. He always walks with a stick. He's always very friendly to the devotees. So anyway, we'll put our voice to rest here. Maybe you'd have some questions or queries you'd like to make, then I'll try to answer them. Here's Bhakta Mike, so anybody want to make a question? Send Bhakta Mike over there.
Krishna, thank you very much for giving wonderful class, and it took us to the Vrindavan, and when you are explaining whole that cuckoos and all that things and how they went to the Chatikara, it's remember all that Leela and everything. So Maharaj, one I want to know eagerly that, so when we go to the Brahman Ghat, next we go normally to the Sharanand Baba's ashram at Ramanreti, and we play with the sand. So what's the importance or why anything, if you can?
There's one place, now all the nice sand is being paved over. And so many big high-rises are there. But there outside of Ramanreti, you can, just roll in the dust and bury yourself in the dust. It's just very sweet. We came to Vrindavan just to get that dust, because if you go to Vrindavan, especially Vrindavan town, then if you're from South India, the South Indian Pandit will grab you. From Gujarat, the Gujarati Pandit will grab you. From North India, the North Indian Pandit will grab you, and then he'll take you. And they say, underneath this tree, Krishna was playing his flute. If you put 51 rupees, you'll get mukti. Underneath this tree, Radha and Krishna were swinging. 101 rupee lagayenge, aapka mukti ho jayega. But anybody can say these trees were there from 5,000 years ago or not. Nobody can say. If you meet a real Brijvasi, he'll tell you there's only 3 prachin vastu, 3 original things left in Braj that we have no doubt about. And first is the Raj, the dust. So what's so special about dust? Every day we sweep it out. Or we get this machine, and now they got one that just runs around the floor. Everywhere we've gone, we've seen these little machines. So we want to get rid of that dust. But Krishna was walking barefoot all over this dust. So this dust is mixed with the lotus foot dust of Sri Krishna. You'll see all the sadhus in Vrindavan, they're all walking barefoot because they're hoping there's some speck that Krishna touched, and I'll walk on top of it. Oh, mera mukti ho jayega. So one is the dust, because that's mixed with Krishna's foot dust. And that dust has been there for millions of years, what to speak of 5,000. And second thing is Giriraj. Just like in American English, we say as old as the hills. The mountains are the oldest thing. They've been there for millions of years. So Giriraj, he's been there for many millions of years. So he's also, 5,000 years is nothing. And third thing is Jamuna. She comes straight down from Delhi, then she gets to Braj. She goes like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. She doesn't want to leave. So she begins to wander like this. And then she comes to Vrindavan. On three sides of Vrindavan, she gives a big embrace. And she flows like a crescent moon past Mathura. And then opposite crescent moon past Gokul. And then she goes off to meet her sister Ganga at Prayag. The Jamuna has been flowing there for millions of years. So 5,000 years is nothing. So these are three original things. Another thing about that Jamuna, in Padma Puran, Maharaj Yudhishthira is talking with, or Narad Muni is actually talking with Maharaj Yudhishthira. And he said, this Jamuna, she's so pavitra, she's so sacred, she's so purifying, that if there's someone who's never taken his bath in Jamuna, his whole life is byart. Byart means useless and useless. So what are we going to do? We're stuck here in Naperville. We have some river here? I saw we have some river drive, but what is that river called? Fox River. No Jamuna. So our life is byart. Narad Muni tells him further, that Jamuna is so powerful. She's so Shakti-shali. Even if you just remember Jamuna, all your sins will go far away. So every day we sing this, Jai Radha Madhav, and that comes Jamuna. So every day we're remembering Jamuna. Every day we're getting our Yamuna Snan, even here in Naperville. So there, Ramanreti's right on the bank of the Jamuna. And they have all this Jamuna sand all around, just so you can roll in that sand and bury yourself in the sand.
The three stuffs that are original are the dust, River Jamuna and Govardhan. But in one of your previous class, you said Mother Yashoda's pot is still there?
Yeah.
So, which means, is that the original one or?
Who knows? Vishwasis are telling.
Where is that, Prabhu?
Well, if you come down, you have to give the Pandit a little extra donation, and he'll take you down the back side of the hill. There's a little path, and then you go down this little. You'll come and there's a place where there's two roads coming together. Like this road comes down, and two roads go off like that. And just to the right side, there's a little Brishvasi house, and you go inside the house. There's this huge pot. It's so big, even a person could jump inside and fit inside. And they say this is Mother Yashoda's churning pot. Still, we may have some doubt, but anyway, this Raj, this Govardhan, this Jamuna, we have no doubt they were all there when 5,000 years ago when Krishna was there. And one time there was a big argument in Akbar's court in Agra, because Akbar, he also kept many Hindu pundits. So there was an argument whether Ganga is more pure or Jamuna is more pure. But nobody could give the conclusion. So somebody told Akbar, only Jiva Goswami, he could possibly give a conclusion to this argument. So he sent his messenger to Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami said, I've taken Kshetra Sannyas. If I leave Braj, I have to be back before sundown. He said, if you have very rapid horses and a very rapid chariot, then I can come. So Akbar sent his best horses and his best chariot. They took Jiva Goswami there. Jiva Goswami, he began quoting so many verses from the Shastra, glorifying Ganga. And all the Ganga Pandits went up, and all the Jamuna Pandits went down. Then he began quoting so many verses glorifying Jamuna, and he said that Ganga, she only one time touched the toe of Lord Vishnu. But in Jamuna, Krishna was diving and swimming and splashing and playing every day in the waters of Jamuna. So she's become 100 times more powerful than, more purifying than Ganga. And all the Ganga Pandits went down and the Jamuna Pandits went up. And then Jiva Goswami said, in this Kali Yuga, Krishna has again appeared as Sachinandan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was in Navadvip, he was bathing and swimming and splashing and diving every day, and Ganga has become equally.
I was meditating on the way you were narrating the pastime. When you said Yamuna starts and touches Vrindavan, it goes like in zigzag way and it doesn't want to leave Vrindavan. So I was thinking that you went from America and you stayed there 40 years in Vrindavan. So I was, and then whenever you narrate this pastime, you close your eyes and you're completely engrossed in that pastime. So I feel that you have that taste of Vrindavan and you're sharing with all of us. That's actually, we are feeling Vrindavan because of you. So based on your 40 years of experience, and how do you feel that being in Vrindavan? Of course, I can see that the way you're, experiencing. But I just want to hear, what do you feel about Vrindavan?
The main thing is serving the Vaishnavas, because we don't know who is Radha and Krishna. That's very, very high thing. Even one time somebody told Prabhupada, you're a very great devotee. He said, Prabhupada, a devotee, that's a very high thing. I'm just trying to serve Krishna. So, but the Vaishnavas we can see. So somehow or other we can serve the Vaishnavas. Because Krishna in Nectar Devotion, Krishna says, that person who says he's my devotee, I don't know who he is. But that person who says he's a devotee of my devotee, he's my devotee. So I've seen that so many people come to Vrindavan, but they just want to retire and relax there. They leave. But those who have nice service in the temple, just like you see every afternoon, all the ladies are there stringing the garlands. It's so beautiful. The opulence of Vrindavan is the flowers. They make so many beautiful garlands for the deities. And it's especially certain seasons, Tulsi is abundant. It's beautiful, huge Tulsi garlands. And anyway, there's so many different services. We have so many. Now we have the International Bookshop, and today they're opening up a bookshop in MBT. Today they're inaugurating a bookshop in the MBT, somehow Devi Shakti. If you go to Vrindavan and you don't know, you miss association with the Devi Shakti, then 50% of your life is wasted. She convinced MBT to give one room for a bookshop there. So many people are distributing books, somebody's in Counts department. Somehow or other you have some service, helping in the, anyhow, if you have some service. So I've been serving, because I don't have any bhakti and I don't have any devotion, I don't have anything, but somehow or other I'm serving all the Vaishnavas. By their blessings I'm going on, that's all.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. My understanding, and I heard from a spiritual master, that mixed devotees like me are not qualified to take bath in Radha Kund, but you are saying taking bath in river Jamuna is very auspicious. So can you elaborate a little bit on the qualification for taking bath and what is the procedure?
Well, those devotees who were previously in Vrindavan before me, because I didn't come till 84, and we talked about how Prabhupada took everybody on Prikrama. So one time they went to Radhakund, and Prabhupada pointed with his danda, his cane, he said, "This is Radhakund." And everybody just jumped into their gamchas and whatever and jumped in the water. And the only thing Prabhupada did, because everybody they were so ecstatic, they forgot their bodies. So Prabhupada was there trying to push all the girls should go on this side, the men should go on this side. Later, especially as Westerners, we're very playful, so we were doing cannonballs and backflips and 1.5s. Very irreverently bathing in Radhakund. So Prabhupada said, just 3 drops. So for many years it was like that. Then I studied very carefully, because I researched this problem. I did in the Veda base. You can find one of the conversations, because we know that sometime just around Govardhan Puja time, as Prabhupada left just 3 days after Govardhan Puja, that around that Govardhan Puja time, Prabhupada was talking about going on Govardhan Prikrama. And Tamal Krishna and others, they were just freaking out how he can't possibly. And finally, Akincana Krishnadas Babaji, Prabhupada's very, very dear godbrother, he came, he told him that, you can't do this, So then it was decided that the devotees would go on Prikrama. And Prabhupada said, yes, and this Krishnadas, he'll be my representative. And then in the conversation, it's beautiful now because now they translated, because there's some Bengali there between Krishnadas and Prabhupada. But now they translated, and Krishnadas is saying, Prabhupada's talking about how the devotees have so much anxiety about him going. And so he discusses in Bengali, and he says to Kinchana, just see how much they love me. And he says something very sweet, I can't remember just now, but that Bengali conversation has been translated now in the Veda base, in the new one. So anyway, so then Tamal is discussing, and he said, yes, the devotees will go, we'll see Kusam Sarovar, we'll see Manasi Ganga, we'll see Govindakund, and then Tamal says, we'll see Radhakund. And Prabhupada says, yes, you all go take bath on my behalf. So that's my version of the final order. Prabhupada's final order is you can do Ritvik Snan in Radhakund on behalf of Srila Prabhupada. But you should do it reverently. I know some devotees who are very fanatic, because first you should put some drops on your head before you touch your feet, but some devotees, they crawl in head first. But you do it very reverently. And then there's a question of when did Radhakund appear? And Jiva Goswami very clearly says in his commentaries that Krishna went to the end of Govardhan on the Chaitra Purnima day. So the Chaitra Purnima day is when he killed Aristasura. And there's the whole story, but that's how Radhakund came because of, the gopi said, you killed a bull, so you'll have to take bath in all the sacred places. Krishna said, I'll call them all here. And he took his bath, so Radhakund, that was Shamakund, and Radharani wasn't satisfied. Said, Krishna said, now you come in the water. He said, no, we'll have our own kund. And Radharani made another kund, and then the kunds, all the sacred places begged Radharani to come in her kund, so they broke a hole in the wall. If you see if you're on the opposite side of Radhakund, you see toward the Sangam, you can see through the stairs, you can see the other side. So they broke through the wall and came into Radhakund. So that happened on the Chaitra Purnima night. In Padma Puran, there's a verse that says, on the Bahulastami day, if somebody takes bath, doesn't say anything about midnight or anything, just says somebody takes bath on the Titi of Bahulastami in Radhakund, he gets special mercy. Doesn't say anything about midnight, doesn't say appearance, just says that it's auspicious on that day. But the actual day is Chaitra Purnima. Because if you go on Bahulastami day, last time I went, because we used to have kirtan, we go around, do Prikama of Radhakund and Shamakund 3 times. And last time I went, we couldn't even get, after our Prikama, first it was very difficult, it was so crowded, and then we tried to get down to the Ghat. It took us over an hour to get down to the Ghat to take our bath, so we stopped going. So, but anyway, the actual date is Chaitra Purnima, the month after Falgun, after Mahaprabhu's appearance. The next month is Chaitra.
Thank you, Prabhu. Can I ask one more question?
Still, you can ask your guru for permission, but Prabhupada's final order is you go take bath on my behalf.
I mean, you said remembering Jamuna every day.
Yeah.
You know, I have a habit, it's very theoretical on meditating the Radha Kundashtakam verse, last line. Tatvidi Surabhi Radha Kundam Yevashrayame. I theoretically meditate and just say while taking my bath. Is there anything like that to remember Jamuna that I can meditate?
Well, there's a beautiful Jamunastakam of Rupa Goswami. And one of the verses is my favorite verse. Because Jamuna, it's a long story, but she's the daughter of the sun god. So her another name is Surya Nandini or Surya Putri, Bhanu Nandini or Bhanu Putri. Another name for the sun is Mitra Nandini, Mitra Putri, like this. So, but Rupa Goswami has given the name Sarvada Arabinda Bandhu Nandini. Sarvada means at all times, always. Sarvada Arabinda. Arabinda means lotus. Sarvada Arabinda Bandhu. Bandhu means friend, like Deen Bandhu and Artha Bandhu. So, Sarvada Arabinda Bandhu Nandini, the daughter of the friend of all the lotus flowers. And who's the friend of all the lotus flowers? I'll give you a hint. When moon will come, every lotus closes her face. She doesn't want to see the moon. But as soon as sun will come, every lotus opens with a big smile to see the sun. So the friend who's always a friend of the lotus flowers is the sun. So the daughter of the friend of all the lotus flowers. And there's one verse, that is verse number 6, I believe. 5 or 6. Ramyatira Rambamana Gokaramba Bhushita Divya Gandha Bhakaramba Pusparaja Bhushita Nandasuno Bhakta Sangam Sangam Abhinandani Mam Punattu Sarvadara Binda Bandhu Nandani Mam Punattu Sarvadara Binda Bandhu Nandani Mam Punattu Sarvadara Binda Bandhu Nandani. So he says, Ramya Tira. Tira means bank. Not the ones that are ripping us off, but the banks of the river. And Ramya, just like we know, there's one famous deity, so famous now, Radha Raman, who loves Radharani. So Raman means lovely. Ramya means lovely. She has lovely banks. Ramya Tira Rambamana Go Kadamba. Now we heard Kadamba in connection with a tree and a flower. But in Sanskrit, Kadamba means group, Samu, Dal. So, but now we're not talking about a tree or a flower. We're talking about Go Kadamba. Which group? Groups of cows. Ramyatira Rambam. And those cows are doing Rambamana. You know Rambamana? This is Sanskrit for those cows are going. No? Ramyatira Rambamana Gokadamba Bhushita. Bhushita comes from the word abhushan, jewelry. Just like the ladies, they like too much jewelry. So Jamuna is also a lady, she likes jewelry, but her jewelry is white and red and black and yellow cows wandering along her banks, going. This is a Jamuna. This is the jewelry of Jamuna. Ramyatira Ramamana Gokadamba Bhushita Divya Gandha Bhakadamba Pusparaja Rushita. Divya is almost like English, divine. And Gandha means fragrance. Divya Gandha Ba Kadamba, because that Kadamba flower is not one flower, he's a whole group of flowers. That's how we got his name Kadamba. He's a group, it's a little ball of flowers, like 100 little flowers in a little ball. Huh? So Rupa Goswami kept two meanings. One is that the banks are covered with Kadamba trees, or we can take it that the Kadamba tree is covered with Kadamba flowers. Because if you go there, at the end of June, you'll see the Kadamba trees full with blooms. And then July comes, the rains come, and then she blooms again, and she's covered. There's hundreds and hundreds of flowers. So two meanings are there, that the banks are covered with Kadamba trees, or the Kadamba trees are covered with Kadamba flowers. And Divya Gandha, this divine fragrance is flowing in all directions. Just like we have so many Kadamba trees at Brindakund. One of them is perfectly golden color like Radharani. Another one's a little orangish color. We have one that's slightly greenish. It's got bigger balls of flowers than the others. It's very divine green, yellowish green color. And during the season, we make for Giriraj and Brindadevi garlands. And even in the back of the temple, you can smell that Kadamba fragrance. And when we're doing the arti, Pujari is doing arti, then just like we read in Srimad Bhagavatam, all the bees are coming and buzzing around. So, Divya Gandha Bhakadamba Pusavaraja, that divine fragrance is flowing everywhere. Nanda Suno Bhakta Sangam, Sangam Abhinandani. Rupa Goswami, he doesn't say Krishna because he wants to make sure that we know who he's talking about. Just like when you sign into the guest house in Bharat, first thing they say, what's your name? Then second question is, what's your father's name? Because your name may be Bhikubai Patel, but we want the one who's the son of Kamalbai Patel. So he doesn't say Krishna, he says Nanda Suna, that one who's the son of Nanda Maharaj, that Krishna. Because we met many little boys named Krishna, but this is Nanda Suno Bhakta Sangam, those who were devotees of that son of Nanda Maharaj. Sangam, all of them, because some came from over here, some came from over there, some came from this side, some came from that side, some came from this side, some come from this side. All the devotees have come early in the morning to take their baths. Sangam, to all of them, Abhinandani, she's doing their Abhinandan, she's welcoming all the devotees. Mam Punatu Sarvadara Binda Bandhu Nandani. May that beautiful friend of all the lotus flowers, daughter of all the lotus flowers, always bless and protect you. That's my favorite verse. It's Jamanastic of Rupa Goswami. You can look it up on
Thank you.
internet. Okay, this is the last question. It's getting late. Oh, here's one.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you've been in Vrindavan for so many years, right? How often, like, do you meet people, or how often do you meet people who you have who you suspect, you meet them and you're like, probably they're like a cowherd boy in Vrindavan, or like you suspect that they may be actual residents in Golok, Vrindavan?
Oh, you mean Brishvasis?
Yeah.
Here and there you meet somebody who you may suspect. Because just like we were just talking that Radharani's mother was Kirtida. So all the Brishvasis, all original Brishvasis, they have beautiful names. Kirtida means who gives kirti, who gives glory. And Yasoda, who gives fame. And Vrishabhanu's mother's name is Sukada, who gives happiness. All the original Brishvasis, they're all givers. Ab ye sab dene walon chala gaye, only lene wala reh gaye. And Mahaprabhu, when he sent Jagadananda to Braj, he told him, you go there, you stay with Sanatana Goswami, you stay with the devotees, you see Braj with Sanatana Goswami. He says, you won't understand the Brishvasis. He says, don't offend them. At the same time, don't mix intimately with them. You won't understand where they are Krishna is their guru, he's taking care of them. So don't offend them, don't mix with them intimately, and then you come back. Because then you'll come back and you'll always think, oh, I went to Vrindavan, it was so nice. Krishna Balaram and Radha Shyam Sundar, so beautiful. Prabhupada Samadhi is so amazing. We went to Govardhan with Dina Bandhu, we went to Nandagaon with Dina Bandhu, and when can we go again? And you'll always think about Vrindavan, and those who always think about Vrindavan, they actually live in Vrindavan. So mostly you'll see that out of, I don't know how many people are living in Vrindavan, but very few actually really meditating that they're living in Vrindavan. Everybody else is busy eating, sleeping, and making politics. But those who come back here after their trip to Vrindavan and always remember, when can I go again? Oh, they actually live in Vrindavan. So I can't say who's an eternal resident, who's not. But I met some people like that. Like Madan Mohan Baba. He was 100 years old, but he was so nimble, he would get down and I was embarrassed. He would touch my feet before I could get to his. Anyway, we have with us our latest book, Braj Leela Part 3, Giriraj the King of Mountains. We're talking about Giriraj so much. So here's Giriraj the King of Mountains. And we did lots of years and years of research. And the other two books that I have maybe 10 or 12 pictures in them. But since everybody loves the pictures by our Arjun Bhattacharya, we have put 284 color paintings. So here's Kushan Sarovar at night, you've never seen by the government, but beautiful lighting there. So 284 beautiful color paintings, pictures, 32 paintings. We had to get special permission from BBT to use them. And we went searching for every place we could possibly find, because many places are mentioned in different scriptures, but you ask around, nobody knows where they are. Even in 400 or 500 years, so many places have been lost. So anyway, we have visual record, whatever we know, whatever we could find. It's in this book. And so 284 color pictures and 32 beautiful paintings and 530 pages of nectar. And we only ask small donation, $25 if anybody wants to take one of these books home with them. And I'm here today to sign them if you want a copy. So, but first we'll have a little kirtan. So, and everyone should please stand up because you're tired of sitting anyway. And you won't be able to sit anyway once you hear this kirtan. So we were glorifying Radharani, so there's beautiful Brijvasa song about Radharani. Radharani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Radharani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Bolo barsane wali ki jai, jai, jai. Bolo barsane wali ki jai, jai, jai. Radharani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Radhe Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Vrishabhanu Dulari ki jai, jai, jai. Vrishabhanu Dulari. Vrishabhanu Dulari ki jai jai jai. Radha Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Radha Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Bolo Vrishabhanu Nandani ki jai jai jai. Bolo Vrishabhanu Nandani ki jai jai jai. Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe Radhe. Bolo Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Oh Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Bolo Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Radhe ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Radhe Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Radha Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Bolo Asta Sakhi Shiromani ki jai jai jai. Bolo Asta Sakhi Shiromani. Bolo Asta Sakhi Shiromani ki jai jai jai. Radhe Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Radhe Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Bolo Sarvakanta Shiromani ki jai jai jai. Sarvakanta Shiromani. Bolo Sarvakanta Shiromani ki jai jai jai. Bolo Sarvakanta Shiromani. Bolo Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Oh Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Bolo Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Bolo Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Radha Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Radhe Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Bolo Govinda Mohini ki jai jai jai. Bolo Govinda Mohini. Bolo Govinda Mohini ki jai jai jai. Radhe Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Radhe Rani ki jai, Maharani ki jai. Bolo Govinda Nandani ki jai jai jai. Oh Govinda Nandani. Bolo Govinda Nandani ki jai jai jai. Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Bolo Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Bolo Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Oh Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Haribo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Haribo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Haribo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Haribo Radhe Haribo 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 Gaur Haribo Nitai Gaur Haribo 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 Gaur Haribo Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Bolo Sri Brajabhumi Vrindavan Dham Ki Revealer of the Holy Dham Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Sri Radhe Shah आप सब लोग की हरे कृष्ण So anybody who wants to take a book, you don't have to have cash. We can accept credit cards and